Warning! The following program contains a bunch of idiots playing Dungeons and Dragons over the internet, which will contain lots of mess-ups, lots of screw-ups, lots of flubbing, lots of tomfoolery, lots of foolhardiness, lots of violence, lots of inappropriate misconduct, lots of swearing, and some Dungeons and some Dragons thrown in there somewhere.
The swinging of swords and the swearing of words.
The rhyming of rhymes.
Welcome to Pocket Dice. Hello, I am the Fangirl, and this is our story.
You know, next time, every time we say that, we should pick one of those random things and then a random person and say, we're looking at you, Rederik. or not you. I just mean like tomfoolery, looking at you, Lightning.
So you pick.
Oh yes, that's a good one.
Just say something funny. Oh, I like that. Well, remember that. But yes, welcome. This is our first official Dungeons and Dragons run through, and the second time we started recording, because the first time we recorded this, our official recorder, Jestre DeRama, was not online, and a whole bunch of technical difficulties, looking at you, Derpy, happened that caused us to have to restart. So to sum up,
We were 3 hours in.
And
Has
it
it
all
really already been 3 hours?
and it all went wrong. Right. It's
I
not
just don't know what went wrong.
so to sum up, our 4-player characters, Fatin Basma played by Spicy, Pine Frostbeard played by Frej,
Hi.
Snokdu played by Rederik Wood,
Me kills you.
and Thoryn Greenscales played by Lightning Blast,
Hello.
had just arrived on the port town of Saltmarsh. After overhearing conversation between a halfling traveler from their ship and a local, they've learned of an inn known as the Merry Mermaid, where they could find rest and some good company. And that is where they are right now. The Merry Mermaid Inn and Tavern. For in the front main hall, it is a tavern with all the usual kinds of bustlingness and talking that you can find. Some of their fellow travelers are in here, as well as the local barkeeper, 2 barmaids who are currently serving, and a cook in the back. Everyone's drinking, enjoying some food, talking, laughing, making merry. Why not? 'Tis the Merry Mermaid.
Ah.
And
I
now,
hope it doesn't break out into song.
Ah, the Merry Mermaid.
don't tempt me. I have background as a singer, and I've played many a bard. But this is not my story, this is your story. And we begin it now.
Oh.
This place.
Hmm.
Any shady-looking
Danny.
individual sitting in the corner with his
Whoops.
hood up.
Uh-oh.
Ah, the Merry Mermaid disappeared. Controls it.
Difficulties. Darn it,
Roll with
Darky.
it.
Oh my God! There's a huge woman sitting on Tangar Cove.
Look.
Roll with it.
There we go. Sorry. I'm still getting used to Roll20. Yes, people viewing this in the YouTube, you are going to see some idiocy here. This is why it was in the warning.
I'm gonna put on my hood
But-
and sit in a corner and look like very suspicious and shady-looking man.
All right, then, Frej, go ahead and move your fellow to the corner if that is what you wish.
There we go.
You are the edgelord in every other MMORPG. There we go.
I will be handing out quests for heroes.
What happens when a hero brings you a quest?
I don't, because I will pretend I'm not a hero.
I'm going to try to find a place for myself to sit alone. Away from all that rabble-rousing.
All right, go for it. If you can find a place that's empty.
Okay.
Hey, Fanny?
Mm-hmm.
Can you check your message? I've sent you a couple messages.
Let me have a look here.
I think I found a good place.
Me.
No, wait.
I follow the dragonborn.
You're just scales. What is this? What is that? What are these things?
Why is the image not updated? Jesus. Who's drawing on it? How do you do that?
There's a drawing tool.
There's a draw tool over in the corner.
Oh.
Again, people on YouTube, you are going to see some tomfoolery and idiocy as we freaking learn how to use this program. Anyway, we have for those of you unaware, the scaly green field is of course our good buddy Thoryn Greenscales, who has attempted to try and sit by himself, and the kobold has just followed after him. Meanwhile, Fatin, you've gone. It looks like you've gone to sit by yourself as well.
Well, since this isn't a dungeon, splitting up is all right. I'll sit at the big table.
You're gonna sit at the big table. All right, go sit at the big table. You are now with bunches of. You are now almost in the midst of a bunch of other patrons.
What the?
A barmaid does come your way, Fatin, and she does that at a request of. Good evening, madam. Welcome to the Merry Mermaid. What can I get for you this evening?
Fatin looks into her pack and shakes her head as she pulls an apple out of her own pack and takes a bite of it.
Oh, well.
You can't bring outside food in here.
And Frej has just posted an emote that Pine Frostbeard starts smoking his pipe and the amber glow illuminating the darkness underneath his hood.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Aragorn. Thank you, Aragorn.
You realize Aragorn joined the party, right?
Well, the barmaid, now realizing that you don't really need any service, makes her way around to the dragonborn and his little scaly friend. Hello, welcome to the Merry Mermaid. What can I get for you this fine evening?
He's Thorn's just, I'm not sure because he's looking over at the little pipsqueak sitting next to him.
Who is sitting there very enthusiastically looking up at him as if he's trying to be like a cat or something.
All right.
Ma'am, I need to take care of something real quick.
All right. You two seem uninterested in anything. She starts to go towards the gentleman in the hood, but then, whoops. Sorry. And then thinks better of it and just goes to tend to some other patrons because he doesn't look that inviting.
I started fiddling with some coins. You know, like sleight of handy, you know.
With that, everybody, roll me perception to see if you hear any conversations going on.
Is there any halflings walking into
19.
the tavern? Oh, 18 again!
Is that modified or unmodified?
Unmodified.
11.
Well, then add your perception score to it, which is
0.
wisdom
No, that-
bonus, I believe.
After. That's
Alright.
after.
So,
That's a modified 11.
I rolled a 1.
Ooh.
You rolled a critical failure.
That
Welcome
I
to
am
Was
really
that,
Captain.
was that you, Spicy? Did you roll a crit one?
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
really interested in my apple.
You are so interested in your apple. It's the most juicy. It is the most delicious. Biting into it is like a euphoric experience every time. Who cares what the fuck's going on in the rest of this tavern?
Plug your ears, kids.
However, since Mr. Frostbeard did roll an 18, he does get to hear these let's see if I could do a ping.
Control Shift and ping at the same time, then allows you to
Control Shift
Get our-
ping.
just shift
Hold on.
ping.
Shift ping. Did it work?
Like it, if you shift ping, it snaps our view to that area. Hold shift and
I'm
then,
just
hold down.
hold on. I'm
This?
holding it. Left click hold. Okay. This woman here, you hear this woman here and her companion at the table, this fellow. Pine, you hear them speaking. Did you hear about what happened at that old house again last night? Yeah, I heard, but you really don't believe in all that crap, do you? Well, there's no telling what could go on in there after all that
What?
after all that crazy old guy did live there. Oh, and I don't put anything into it. Just a whole bunch of hooey. Well, how would you know? Have you ever been inside?
I throw away the hood and like walk over there. Hey, what are you talking about? Some old house? I might be interested in investigating such a place.
The fellow looks at you with just paying no heed to you suddenly walking over there, but the woman lets out and nearly falls back in her chair.
I give
Mission
a
accomplished,
low
pretty good,
bow.
man.
I give a low bow. Pine Frostbeard, at your service. Now, what is this haunted house, you say? Or was it haunted? Was it just a strange house? Is there adventure to be had?
Well, it seems haunted, says the woman. That's a bunch of crap. I'm more worried about the damn lizards in the middle of the frickin' marshes trying to come in across the border. Oh, the town guard takes care of that. That's not what matters. What matters is that house. About 20 years ago, there was this old alchemist who lived in there, she tells Pine, and he was just insane. There were weird noises at all hours of the night, even before he disappeared. And then when he did, everything just started to rot. And then every night there's kids going in there trying to see what's in the windows, and everyone's got a story. Like, I caught my son coming home in the middle of the night, scared and screaming and saying that he saw things moving in there. Whew. I told him he's not allowed to go back ever again.
Okay, so I rolled a 19.
Threat a lot.
Can I perceive that I heard this too?
Yes, you can.
I heard her say lizards, and I'm pissed off.
Well,
Threaten not, my lady. I shall investigate this place
Wait, what'd you roll, Red?
and put an end to these.
Red,
My perception roll was a 19.
You roll- you heard her say that the lizards aren't important. That the lizard people be attacking the town does not matter.
I heard her saying that lizards aren't important.
Did anyone else roll above a 12?
I rolled
Our way,
11.
we're rolling again.
Okay. Hold on. Now that Pinebeard's involved, I'm gonna say that everybody starts hearing this conversation.
I'm being obnoxious about it, like doing gestures and stuff,
Oh yeah, he's being extremely flamboyant. The guy drinking with the woman just goes, it's a bunch of crap, it really is. I wouldn't doubt if it's just a bunch of thieves just to hole up in there. Or a bunch of or maybe one of your kids' friends, he says, pointing at the woman, just pulling some damn prank. This fellow right here actually pipes up. Well, actually, I was in there about 2 weeks ago. Bullshit, says the first guy. No, seriously, I was in there, he says. And when I went in, criminy, there were giant spiders the size of a grown man. I got out of there as fast as I could. See, there's unnatural things in there, says the woman. The sooner it's took care of, the better.
Giant spiders, eh?
Giant spiders aren't unnatural. You just have to look deep underground.
Well, with this information, Pinebeard seems interested. Is there anyone else willing to go in and have a look?
You heard mine, Knuckles.
Perhaps
We sure
can
did,
gather-
Spicy.
a group to take out these giant spiders and all their life.
Did you say
Oh.
giant spiders?
What? Who said that? I could swear to her, someone. Giant spiders?
So the woman, the human female nearby, Pinebeard, seems interested, even though she doesn't speak.
I look towards that area.
That would be right here.
Right here. Ah, yet that
Ping on the map.
contour of a woman. Over yonder, I can see. How do you look, old woman?
Describe your character, Spice.
Have you seen the Gerudo outfit from Zelda?
I
No.
friggin' called it. That's what I was gonna say.
So
Just
rather,
go.
Let's go
So-
with that for now.
all right. So to give the audience at home who doesn't understand what that means, well, a woman of tall, somewhat dark skin tone, reddish hair, long reddish hair, and very scantily clad, full pillowed pants, and a veil over the lower half of her face. Her eyes show her interest.
Savak.
There we go. That's pretty much right.
Hot.
I said Savak. That means hello in Garuda.
Oh, sorry. And I have to, excuse me guys, just 1 minute. I gotta mute for a phone call.
Very well.
And intermission time.
Now, pretty much imagine this character like Rumpelstiltskin from Once Upon a Time.
Oh God, no. What are you doing? Why do you do this to us?
Why?
Well-
Why not?
Science isn't about why, it's about why not.
I return.
Why not?
Intermission's over.
I'm not
It
evil.
was fast.
He's really crazy.
It was a quick call. Anyway, to resume. The woman has shown her interest. Pinebeard, do you approach her to speak with her?
I do.
All right, you go over.
I approach. You look like a capable enough individual. What say ye that we conquer this haunted house of spidery creatures together?
She looks up. At,
Oh, Spicy, you are breaking up on.
Oh. How about now?
Oh, that's better.
Yes.
She looks up at the individual speaking to her, and she reaches down towards her hip and then pulls out a knife and then like puts her finger on the tip of it and just nods.
I nod back. We have an
Alright.
understanding now.
You have very well. You have recruited your first party member.
Do 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 do.
I start.
When do we start playing Pokemon?
God damn it.
Hey, I'm one of the best Pokemon players in the United States.
It was
So you
super
would say.
effective.
I wish to do a performance to attract people on this glorious quest of ours.
I'm
Anyone
gonna go
else?
to that same table. I'm going to go up to the table that the two have converged.
Ah, brave heroes, come one all to this place. We shall go into an adventure, y'all.
I accidentally drew a line.
Yeah, I go up to the table, slap my scaly hand on it, and say, "I go too." I go.
And does your follower slink after you?
Yes, yes, he do.
What do you say, little slinker?
Now, another welcome to this merry band of ours.
He says something, but you can't understand a word that comes out of his mouth.
That seems like a good enough individual. He can come
Fatina, roll understand. Do you want to try to understand? Do you want to try to understand his language or no?
I think I'm good for now.
All right then. So as far as all you guys know, yeah, your party's here.
Aye.
And now, onto our epic quest that most certainly will end in failure soon down the road.
Mm-hmm.
I start singing songs as we march along the streets.
All right, hold on, move it back. Okay.
I didn't sign up for this. I'm just following the dragonborn.
On a great quest.
Move. All right. Now, as I delete all these patrons, everybody, those who overheard this entire thing, some of them are starting to some of them do start taking bets on all of you and what you're going to do and how long it's going to take you guys to either die or come screaming, running back screaming from this, because everyone knows the house they're talking about. And then the woman who you were speaking to before, I'll just grab her and have it be her, says to all of you, well, if you're really going to go and take care of it, it's just outside of town, going towards the old Peveril farm. Not too far from it.
I'm busy playing a flute.
I
Well,
just assumed
that's my
say
job.
that she's the bookie that's actually taking the money for the bets.
I need a weapon.
Well, after you mentioned that, she goes, there is a local blacksmith if you really wanted one, and a bowyer where you can get some arrows.
I'll grab up the nearest branch on the way there.
And then there's of course that. Oh, okay then.
I'll just grab the nearest branch on the ground.
All right.
Plus, I start playing my flute more.
If that is your choice, then all right. Do you guys
Meanwhile,
all?
I'm
Do you guys decide to leave the inn then and head off?
You asking me? I'm following the dragonborn.
It seems Pinebeard is your de facto leader at the moment. Pinebeard, do you decide to go on?
I just keep going. Wow.
All right.
I
After
get
she
the
gives
branch
you-
into the air.
He's like
All
a
right.
treasure bunny.
All right, group. Then roll me a knowledge local to see if you can figure out where this haunted house is.
I do not have any knowledge local.
Okay,
Just roll a knowledge check for
natural.
me.
I have -1 intelligence modifier.
Knowledge local. I don't see anywhere on here. Would that be a
think-
wisdom or an intelligence?
It would be an intelligence check. Everyone roll me an intelligence check to see if you can.
15.
Yes, I know everything.
Oh my god.
I know the way, lads.
He does
So
not
I
know the
It's
way.
down yonder bridge.
If you rolled, oh god, another nat one.
I know. I rolled
you're
a
going-
1.
You're going. Pinebeard just goes back to the back towards the boat.
Actually, I rolled a 2, and it became a 1. It's a natural
That's
2.
a non-natural one.
All right.
That's
So,
still so damn bad that even after she gave you the directions, you've just going wherever the fuck you want. You've just left. You've
I
just
go
left.
to.
you're kicked out of the game. Thank you. Okay.
So where was this
Why does
farm
that
again?
table have a bra?
So where was this house again?
Hey, so
I have a survival.
I
I can roll
rolled a
survival.
19.
I have survival.
Well, if you rolled over a 15, you know you do get, after the woman gave you directions, you pretty much know where to go. You're pretty much moving. Let me draw. You're pretty much moving from over here where the bar is. Hold on. Clear drawings. Look, you're pretty much leaving the inn, and you go from the inn this way up these paths. You could either take the road up to the Peveril farm, and then you'll see right here. You go to this place right here, or you could just once you leave, or you could just cut straight across to get to it, and it'll take you about 3 hours walking.
Well, I rolled a 15, so I know the way at least.
Yeah, you know the way. It'll take you about 3 hours to get there.
But once again, I'm following the dragonborn, so it depends on whether or not the dragonborn.
I want to gather information.
Well, if you know the way, you could certainly tell the dragonborn where you're going or where to go.
I'm not telling him where to go. He's my master.
All right. Dragonborn, do you decide to follow the woman's directions?
I rolled a 9.
I could
The townswoman actually draws a pic. It actually gets she asks the barmaid if she can bring like an old handkerchief, and the barmaid brings it, and she goes, "I'll just draw you a quick little map." Tourists, others. And she draws you a brief outline of the town, and she marks, where where the inn is, the main road, the Peveril farm, and then where the haunted house is. And now you all know.
Actually, I've been here before. I
I've
think.
already just started moving towards this haunted place because I rolled a 19.
Well, you already left, but you obviously didn't tell anybody. Everybody else, you wait and get the map, and then you follow, and you guys follow after.
Yeah.
And because
It's the greatest thing to do.
anyway, everybody, roll me a d20
A D20.
to determine. Let's see here.
5.
8. Any modifiers to this, or just straight number?
Just straight number.
11.
3.
Since the majority of the party rolled above me, you encounter nothing on the road to the house.
You encounter yourselves.
Oh, wow.
Did you roll a 4?
I did. I rolled a 4. That meant that of course, if y'all had all rolled underneath, if I'd rolled higher and beaten all, an encounter, but you did not. Therefore, by the time nighttime begins to fall, you reach the house. Let me throw up an evocative picture of a house.
For the kids at home.
Because yes, this is a visual medium.
I'm rolling fantastic this game.
Aye.
Okay. View the image. Copy. And paste. Wrong paste. Alright. Hold on, sit.
Just throw a patron at them.
The things I do the things I do for you people. Anyway, I will have this up very shortly. Alright. And now I can toss it up onto the map. Gonna throw this up on top of the map very quickly before I actually get the interior map. This is the exterior of the house. Tis old, tis broken. Imagine this at nighttime. Tis old, tis broken. Some windows are broken out. Some seem to be shuttered and boarded up. moss, as you can see, so much moss has overtaken it. It's really devoid of any. It looks really devoid of any kind of life or use. You occasionally see a few broken bits here and there, where obviously you local kids have tried to go inside of it to mess around.
You say devoid of life, but it's covered in living plant matter.
Well,
Aye,
devoid of human life, plant
that's the
life,
racist.
devoid of human life, or anything beyond plant and nature.
We
This
love
is-
the plants.
Just very much an abandoned house.
Aye. It looks like an abandoned house, guys. Very
Don't
much so.
say.
All right,
You know-
roll me perception.
Arr, I'm a rolling. Two.
I rolled a total
Thank you,
of
0.
Modified 13.
Okay.
11.
You.
Actually caught the die and landed on an 18. Thank you, 0.
Oh, it landed on an 18. Okay. Everybody pretty much everybody can pretty much guess that they could probably either go in through the. You could technically go through the door. You could go through a broken window. Yeah, and the little kobold knows that he could probably go in through that one of these broken side area and get in there with no problem. So, team, how do you enter the house to start your investigation?
Mm.
I suggest we just go through the front door.
Aye.
The front door is going to be booby trapped. I hope you know. That's how these things work.
Well,
Do you say that in character?
Of course not.
What does your character say to your master suggesting the front door?
The master just suggested the front door, right?
Yes.
Door always booby trap. Go around.
what's that thing saying?
Telling us to go round.
Go round? What else couldn't that do?
Because he says the front doors are always booby trapped.
Well, always booby trapped. Well, if lots of people go for the front door, they'll just run out of booby traps eventually.
Roll persuasion to see if this logic actually gets to the dragonborn.
Sure, I'll roll persuasion.
Meanwhile, lightning blast, I want you to roll
Sense motive.
yeah, I want you to roll sense motive to see if this actually works.
I have 9 intelligence, so I definitely think this is a great idea.
So that's what would that be under?
It would be his deception against your investigation.
Yeah.
Right. Or it's just me being stupid. which
Yeah,
in
roll,
this
roll,
case-
yeah, your roll deception, and
Oh,
you
deception. That's even better,
and-
actually.
yeah, you roll deception, and lightning blast, you roll investigation. See if you actually buy it.
Very well.
Okay, so I roll 19.
You do.
No, he did roll fairly
Ah.
high, but you still, do you know this? Like, you, this don't jive. You actually believe the kobold a bit more than
I
you
scratch
would.
my head a lot. I think.
So yeah, the dragonborn, you don't buy it, man.
Ah.
That is the worst idea, in fact.
You know what? I think I'm just gonna stick to what the dwarf said.
Well. Better
Yay,
stick to
master like advice.
Better stick to around, yeah.
And Spicy, do you follow these guys? Spicy?
They're not going through the door, right?
No,
Right.
they're going around.
I'm gonna try a window.
I cast jump on myself.
Oh gracious. Well, right. If you're going through a window, roll me acrobatics.
Awesome.
Oh yes, we're gonna do jumpy
okay.
jumps.
That. All right. And I get my proficiency modifier with this, right?
The one that
Yep.
on your list for your skills says acrobatics, yes.
Yep.
Awesome. I got an 11.
You try to climb through the window, and you kind of get caught on some old glass and some bits of wood, and you fall on through it and onto your bottom. But you get through the window.
I will
Do
jump
you take
after
any
him.
damage from that?
Nope.
Why'd you ask that? Okay, thank goodness.
The old man is going to jump through after him. Roll me acrobatics.
Using my primal spell trick, I will cast jump on myself.
Roll it.
It triples my jump distance.
All right.
1d20 plus. I'm not that old. Hold on, where's my bloody acrobatics at? There it is. Found it. Aye!
You manage to get you leap up into the air, do a double flip, and slide yourself on through one of those broken window panes and land with both feet on the inside, right next to the woman.
And you
Ta-da!
take a bow.
Stuck the landing.
You all right there, lassie?
At this point, I stop brushing the wood chips and glass off of my pants and just stare at him with mouth agape. That bit not very visible, but more
You
in
have
shock and unable to actually respond to.
You have not
what I
the
just
friggin'
saw.
spryness.
I just resume brushing the glass and wood, thinking, what the hell just happened?
I offer her a handkerchief to help brush off the glass and wood and dust.
I take it and just stare at it and then pocket it and just keep using my hands.
Ah, that's me. I guess you can keep that then.
Cut to the people still outside.
Well, that seemed to work. So, and they haven't died yet. So, I look at the dragonborn and see what he decides to do. Because I gave the idea to go around, but we just found a method that works.
Thoryn, do you decide to go around, or do you decide to join the other two who just jumped through windows?
Well, if it worked for them, I'm going to do the same thing.
All right, then.
Acrobatics.
Roll the acrobatics, man.
Okay. Acrobatics. All right. Give me a second here.
Awesome.
Okay, 22.
You
Modified 20.
No, dude, that was a nat 19, which is one of the
Yeah.
which is very good, which is really good. And then your modification, yep, you very much like Pine Frost. You do a nice little flip. You just hoist yourself up easily, flip, and you're in.
Aye!
Well, I suppose everyone else is doing it.
You got the sprang and spryness about you.
Roll athletics, little kobold.
I
Oh,
can cast
no.
jump on
Oh
him.
god, I can only imagine.
I rolled a 4 plus 2, so I rolled a 6.
You leap up 3 times, going
Oi,
reaching
wee
for the
thing.
edge.
I'm gonna help you. And I cast using a
Wait.
primal spell trick. I
No,
cast-
wait.
Wait,
Jump on him.
wait. Kobold wants to do a thing.
Very well. Sorry.
I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast at the wall and just remove it as an obstacle.
Go for it!
That's
Okay.
one way to
what-
get rid
what's,
of the cursed
what's the
house.
two hit? What's the two hit on a wall? A 3?
I think it's just damage, right?
Just roll to see if you actually make it fall.
Jesus Christ! I rolled a 1.
You are so frustrated not being able to follow your master right away. You attempt to throw all your power at it, and a little wood chip falls off of it. Beep.
Yeah, right there, wee thing. Would you like us to get the door for you?
I'm just gonna at this point. I'm just gonna roll an athletics and just climb it instead of an acrobatics.
Roll me athletics then the climb.
10.
It's a little bit better than the athletics. You jump up a couple of times and scrabble, making some paint fleck off with your feet, but you do manage slowly to hoist yourself in and then just fall on inside. That brings us to...
Ta-da!
I facepalm seeing that happen.
Which brings us to the interior of our haunted house.
Yeah.
I would like to say that as this is going on, I stare at the dragonborn that just also effortlessly flipped into the room
And
with the
just
same amount of shock, and then laugh at the kobold and its attempts to get in.
and that's the first time anyone in this group has heard you utter anything anything close to a voice or to words.
Yes, I've realized this.
Together.
As I increase the map to a proper size.
So she does talk. Ah, lovely.
Lady's got a voice.
Something of one, apparently. And to back. There we go. There is our haunted house floor, a haunted house floor plan, and we are all on the first floor. So I'm gonna move you guys down.
Okay.
The window y'all jumped through actually landed y'all into this bedroom.
I see.
Or rather, this room, as it were. Not quite a bedroom.
Well,
Oh, yeah,
that is
it
a
landed-
lovely looking room.
It landed y'all into this room,
Yes.
and from here y'all can now start some exploring.
How much longer are we going to be going out of curiosity?
Probably about, it depends. How long would you like to keep going?
Well, I need to eat something before 10 o'clock due to my diet plan, and it's 7:30 now.
Well, we can take a pause while you go get food.
Yeah.
The thing I was going to make takes like at least 45 minutes to make, so...
All right, then,
I'd rather do
we'll go then about, we'll go another 20 minutes. There is a few things I want to hit before we end for today.
I was going to say, didn't you have things to do today?
I can stay up till 10 o'clock, and it is only 8:20.
All right.
And it was library. The computer here shut down in about an hour and a half.
Well, then
Look.
we will go again. We'll go for about an hour and 10 minutes.
I look around.
All right. Everybody roll perception.
12.
7.
Or sorry. This would actually be more of an investigation.
Oh.
Investing. Oh,
Pretty sure that's
I'll
the
let
same.
the roll. I'll let the roll stay. Let's see here. So you rolled a 12, a 12.
have- minus
12.
1 though, so that's 11.
7.
7.
My good eye
7.
is not helping.
It is a barren and empty room. There's broken furniture. There's tattered curtains. The window you just went through that's broken. It's just an empty room. You don't find anything of use in here. There is a door right ahead that's kind of busted up that you could go through.
I poke the door.
And it falls backwards just completely.
That was a weak ass door. That's a
Yep.
stick bone.
It kicked up some dust on the floor.
That's shot. Ah,
And y'all, and I guess you guys move into the hall.
Yes, I'm going to follow the crazy man.
Okay, you guys follow him into the hall.
I'm going to follow the green skin.
All right, once in the hall.
The scales on me, help. Right.
Once in the hall, you can you essentially hear just random creaks. The wind blowing through. As well as just the silence of nothing in the house.
Hello,
I'm gonna go in the
friend.
next bedroom.
You can go into the next room.
Yep.
Check the door.
Okay. What kind of roll is that?
Roll a door check.
Yes.
Just open investigation.
Right, investigation. Okay.
Door safe.
That would be a 12.
And I rolled a 4, so there's nothing on the door. You open it up. It makes.
It's alive. Murder it. Lock the door.
Oh, so you go inside. Roll another investigation. Room.
All right. 21.
You find in here some scattered papers that seem to be from a very old notebook, as well as a few, old bottles. This is actually an old, kind of like an old sitting room, an office. There's a desk. There's some dry ink bottles, just the usual sort of things. And you also happen to find up what looks to be some ripped up pages of a little diagram. You can't quite make them out right now. They look a bit smeared. But if you squint, you'd think it would be a map.
Aye. So you conquered another door. What have you found in here?
So I'm going to start picking up all these pieces of paper.
Mm-hmm.
And looking over whatever words scribbled onto it. Then I'm going to turn towards the wizard and say, I found some notes. They might be important to figuring out what happened here.
I look at the notes and smell them.
You smell them.
Yes.
Roll investigation.
I smell the notes.
Roll.
See here.
Faint traces of dog.
6. And did you get a 9?
I got a 6.
You got a 6. All right. You smell musty paper and ink and dust.
That's her. Definitely old. And I keep looking around for anything to eat.
You find rat droppings. That's about it.
Please don't
Why
eat
did you?
those.
Why did you list that as something to eat?
He wanted to look for something to eat. I gave him some. I gave him evidence that there was something to eat.
I mean, my character doesn't mind eating weird stuff. That's part of his trait.
So there are rats in
Nice.
here that you can eat.
15.
Maybe later. Maybe later.
Fatin, what do you do?
I've already left the room.
You've left the room. Right. Shit, I'm out. What has our dragonborn and our kobold done during this?
I'm heading into the big room.
You go into the big front room. If you'd gone through the front door, this is the area. Essentially just this big entry room, and next to it, of course, a stairwell leading upstairs.
Wait,
Ahead of you.
This is the main room, right?
Yes.
And
This
roll
is the
investigation to see if there were any traps here that I was right about.
roll it.
Me?
Nice question.
Wow. Whoa. Okay. That's a nat 19 with an investigation of 2. That's a 21.
You see that there was something stuck in under the old, an old tattered carpet, and and right next to it, a slight glint of a string.
Tripwire. Knew it.
And it's of course situated right next to the front door.
I want to point this out.
You do.
Okay.
Well, that's the party's reaction to this.
Well, I was waiting for him to point it out.
Can I eat the drink?
He physically points it out. He doesn't say anything.
He just points to it. It essentially just does this point.
Oh.
And I squint at it. I always squint because I have one eye only.
I look at where the corpse pointing at.
All this.
Fatin is going to would a 15 see it?
Perception.
Oh no! Since he pointed it out, everybody sees.
Well, yeah, but it's such a tiny little glint of string.
Yeah, your 15 would see it.
All right. So, Fatin looks at the little string and says, "Good thing I didn't try the front door."
Everyone, roll a perception.
I press option.
5.
7.
Ah, nice.
I'm just really interested in this string.
18.
17 modified.
All right, so Thoryn, the dragonborn, and Fatin, you guys hear something from upstairs. You hear all but
Oh God, it's Moaning Myrtle. How did this get out?
How can I miss that?
slowly the noise gets louder to the point that you all can hear.
What the bloody hell is that? Oi! I'm trying to look at string here. Wait, what is that? Is there some kind of ghost?
Right. So, Fatin reacts by drawing her dagger.
The noise does not get any closer, but it does continue to grow louder and louder as this moaning increases. Occasionally, you do hear a upstairs.
All right. Well, let's just look what it is then. It's really persistent to make noises. Let us move.
The stairs are right there.
What? All right, anyway.
All right, do you guys follow him up the stairs?
I already went up the stairs.
All right, you already
I
went.
follow her then.
Everybody, all right. Fatin's already gone upstairs. You guys come up onto the upstairs landing. And the moaning is most certainly louder.
All right. I'm gonna start doing that like crawl walk thing with like the dagger's gonna be like held out in front of me, upside down in a very easy stabbing manner.
All right,
As
roll.
I slowly. Oh.
So you're solid sneak.
5. Wait, 5 plus.
Sorry, I should have told you what you were rolling for. Rolling stealth.
Are we
Okay.
sneaking right now?
That's an 8.
I grab
You
the
are
club.
You are not very stealthy at all. There's the making.
I I do the same thing, and I hold my
Thumping,
club like in two
thumping.
hands. Ah,
Everyone roll stealth to see if you can actually do this without being
13.
too loud.
What if I don't want to hide?
If you don't want to hide, you don't have to roll it. You can just go on.
We're doing like the Scooby-Doo sneaking.
And you're about as effective at it. The dragonborn is actually the dragonborn is the sneakiest of all y'all. Even
I
though
can
his
be
little-
sneaky too. I just don't want.
We've
No,
got
you don't
to
want
have
to.
the element of surprise.
as you come up, as you follow the moaning, as you follow all that moaning, you can from this area, well, rather this area. You can't decide if it's from 12 on the map as you see here, marked 12 or 11, but you can tell it's coming from one of those two rooms.
I approach 12.
Hold on, getting another.
And I'm going to approach 11.
5 by 5.
Don't you just say it when you're trying to DM and some random telemarketer calls? Anyway, back into the immersion.
Right. I approach door number 12.
Okay, you approach door 12. Does anyone choose a different door?
I choose door 11.
You
I
chose
follow
11.
the Dragonborn.
You follow your master. All right. And where did Frej go?
He got buried.
I'm following the noise.
He's buried underneath one of the people.
I will attack the door. That is the loudest.
You can't tell whether it's 12 or 11.
I'm going to
attack 12.
Is door 12 locked?
I don't know. You and the old man had to check it. So
Actually, I have 10 wisdom, so I wouldn't be that rash. I'm just stupid.
all right. Everyone roll me an investigation on those doors.
I found my true form too.
13.
12.
Investigation,
you say.
lovely.
How's a do ya?
What?
Was it?
16.
I got
The
16
kobold.
too.
Kobold, you notice that your door seems to have something in front of it.
Ooh, it's a booby trap.
And it's from the other side. Those Pine Frost, you notice that your door it looks like it's about to fall off its hinges.
I attacked the door.
And it falls back. You don't even need to roll for it. It just flings back, falls back, and you see. Let me get his picture in here. You see someone. You see.
Another door smitten.
Slain.
You see. I'm gonna increase his picture just so
A
you.
giant! Are ye gods?
He's not a giant. I'm just showing him for.
Of course, yes, it was. Yes.
I'm showing him for reference. You see this guy, except he's not full. You see this young fella, except he's not fully dressed. He's essentially he's been tied up, gagged, and I'll just leave his icon
Oh,
here.
so that's what the moaning
He's
was.
he's been tied up. He's been tied up, gagged, and left and hogtied and been left on the floor. He's only wearing his shirt. And he's got some blood on the side of his head and a pump knot on there. The blood is a bit dry. And he looks up at the two of you who are standing there and goes,
I grabbed my cloak and immediately like cover him up and like, oh yeah, boy, I might help you get out of there. And then I try to tie off the ropes.
So
Could make a really bad joke about the situation, but I don't think it's appropriate.
So the camera moves to my character who's just standing there staring, and it does that thing where it zooms on to my forehead, and then the echoey thought noise goes, "You're into some kinky shit."
And there's the joke I was trying not to make.
Who disappeared?
Uh-oh.
Huh?
We lost. Oh,
There he is.
There he is.
Sorry, I hit a button while I was trying to wipe off some dust.
Speaking of dust.
So, after this thought has occurred, I go into the room and begin to pull out my dagger and then go to cut the ropes.
Yeah, that was more effective. Is it made of iron, by the way?
Do you want me to roll for that?
Repeat that, please.
Do you want me to roll for cutting the ropes?
You do not have to roll to cut the ropes.
Is that an
Are you
iron
sure?
dagger?
Probably.
I recoil back from it.
You what?
I recoil away from the iron.
It's not cold iron.
It's not cold
Yeah.
iron. It would be more like steel.
Yeah, I still don't like iron.
Well, you start cutting the ropes. Meanwhile, back in the hall, the
I'm gonna-
dragonborn and the kobold were about to go towards door 11, but noticed that it was possibly booby trapped. Do you let your master know?
I pointed out and said, "Tap, tap."
Oh boy.
What say you, Thoryn?
I say, oh boy. Can you get rid of it?
Roll dexterity to disarm.
Yep.
Let's see here. What would that be? Is that operate device? Or, let's see here.
I would say I'd go with either use device or disarm or operate device to disarm it.
Unfortunately, that's not on this particular sheet. So,
Just
sleight of
give me
hand,
a dex.
it's gonna be the same either way.
Mm-hmm.
14.
It takes a little finagling, and you have a tense moment where you think you might have tripped it because you hear it. But then, after a minute, nothing happens. And after you finish finagling it a little bit more, the door just pops open. Nothing's wrong.
Woo!
Or is it?
And you see, essentially, a bunch of little mouse traps had been set around it, and you popped one.
Huh.
Wasn't expecting that.
And the inside, that's just another empty, basic empty room. But you hear the commotion going on from the other room.
What happened to you?
Well, since this was a bust, I'll go and join everyone in 12.
All right. And once they join, you guys see this young fella. He shakes his head. He goes, "Oh, man. I got jumped. I don't know who. Who are you guys?"
At this point, I speak up and say, just a simple group of travelers happening upon this place.
I don't know about that, but oh man. My head hurts. Jeez. Jesus. Jesus and
Jesus.
just some carpenter guy I met. Just some carpenter guy I met.
Man,
Back.
Jesus, just pick up.
Oh,
People keep
No.
talking about that
Yeah,
guy.
he
Alright,
fixed my
sorry.
roof.
All right, sorry. sorry. GM making mistake. Anyway, he
It's
goes to
fine.
my head. I can't. He pulls the cloak that you threw on him a little bit tighter around him. Did they take my pants?
Oh,
Son, that's probably not all they took from you.
oh no. Well,
I'm a
time to
horrible-
look for some missing pants in this house. And I start walking out.
Anyone else have any questions for this guy?
Are you hungry? Thirsty?
Hmm.
I set down my pack and open it up and pull out a water skin.
gets the water and he drinks it. Oh, thank you. I haven't had anything to drink. How long was I out? He just chugs it.
I don't know the answer to that.
Wish I knew.
rolled
I
a
came in here
pass.
about 3 days. I came to this place about 3 days ago because I heard they were looking for work. Someone told me that this place was full of stuff that you could steal if you were brave enough. So I was stupid and came in.
Well, most say that the two are very hard to tell apart. Bravery and idiocy.
There's a fine line between bravery and stupidity.
Well, I was a damn idiot. After I come in here, I couldn't find anything, and then the next thing I know, I'm tied up, and you guys are knocking the door down.
Which way did you come in? I ask.
Pretty easy to knock the door down.
Kitchen window.
Huh?
He came in through the kitchen window. He says.
Yeah, think so.
Okay then. He gets up slowly, and he just. Pardon?
Does this guy look human?
Yes, he is human.
Very well. If he was in a fey disguise, I would see through it.
Nope, he's human.
All right. Good. Well. So where was the last time you saw your pants? We need to find them, apparently.
I think we have more pressing issues than finding his pants, but that is a good idea.
All right,
This
so
man is no true man.
If you, the last place I remember being wasn't in here, he said, looking at the bedroom y'all are in. I was in another room. I think it might have been downstairs.
Find this scoundrels that did this.
Listen, I just want to get the hell out of here. Do you guys just want to? This place is bad news.
I immediately ask him, did you see anything strange here?
Not at
Such as
first.
miners?
Not at first. If there are any in here, they weren't. I came.
I scratched my chin.
Well, we should probably get out and, regroup. Of course, we probably shouldn't leave one by one. There might be more people in here that could capture us.
Hopefully whoever did this to me or whoever did this to me is gone.
But there was a booby trap at the door.
I couldn't tell you how that got there. I just want to get out of here. Oh, guys,
Yeah,
come on.
Be careful with that. There's a booby trap at the door, so find an alternate exit. We should probably. Yeah, let's just
I help the man up and begin to walk with him.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Right?
Out.
All right, you guys head out. You guys are heading towards the stairway.
Yeah,
Roll
hold my
me,
Yeah.
guys. Roll me a perception check.
Oh no, my dreaded
18.
perception check. 8. Minus 10.
Oh,
Ooh.
nat 20. I rolled a nat 20, guys.
Not
You can
nat
see the
20,
future.
As you guys are going along the hall, the dragonborn hears from back behind the corner.
Guys, wait. I hear something. I tell them. Back behind the corner.
I grab my club and ready myself.
I stop them.
What?
I'll check this out.
Okay.
My
I'll cover
dagger
him.
is
Of course, I
still-
follow him because of course I do.
I cover him.
I stick with the dude. I stick with the pantsless man with my dagger still drawn.
Pantsless man.
I
I
saw
bet with a
you.
woman in such proximity, his dagger's drawn too.
Oh my god.
Silence you lewd man.
As you get your weapons drawn, do you guys approach that corner?
Yes.
I
Well,
don't.
I don't draw any weapons. I
Oh Jesus! That
Ah,
just
you
appeared
gods!
as
It's a
soon
bit
as
too.
I
It's a
looked
bit.
up at
It's
it.
a bit too big. It's a bit too big.
You
At the
gods,
moment.
It's a spider.
I
As you
looked
guys
up at
go
the
around
screen and I saw
corner,
that thing.
Hold on. As you guys go, if you guys go around the corner, there it
Oh, hello.
is.
I'm
Hi,
sticking
Mark.
with the dude.
Well, hi, Mark. How's it going?
Oh.
The guy in the human that you have with you goes, "The f is that thing?"
What the are those?
My response to him is that, dear man, is a giant spider.
That's a big spider. Let's just leave.
Arachnus gigantus.
Is there a door I can just shut?
And
And
along
move.
with it, I'm not gonna be able to put them all here, but essentially you see a large spider that is the size of a grown man, if not larger, because his legs are all about as tall as or as long as they're about as long as a typical human. So the legs are about the same size as a human. The body is about twice as large. The abdomen is enormous. And it's got a little swarm of slightly smaller spiders, all of them about half the size of the kobold.
Oh no.
My
And
eyes
you're-
light up. It's killing time.
Oh boy, here I go killing again.
You hear the clicking of their legs against the floor, and you hear the as they start to approach. And we
And
will
we
roll
die.
we will roll initiative on the next session.
Oh,
Oh no!
Cliffhanger!
Cliffhangers!
Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum.
It's time to retreat from this house, Professor Gray.
And with that, we say goodnight to you, folks, while tuning in today. Thank you for joining us for the very first edition of the Pocket Dice. Our recordings will be from this point on. We'll post this whenever we get each one done. Our recordings will be every other Saturday, 1 o'clock Eastern time. For those unless otherwise specified, but posting again to be determined. If you like this, go ahead and like the video. Give us that good old thumbs up. If you didn't like it, go ahead and you can dislike it. We don't care. Everyone's got their opinions. If you
But
Want
if you
to
dislike it, you're wrong.
if you have thoughts and feelings and opinions about this game, if you think we did anything wrong, if you think we did things right, leave us comments down in the blah blah links for our channel, for the tumblers, for the various people involved. They are in the doobly doo down below. If you decide to be a troll and leave some comments about you suck and all this other stuff, well, remember
Dude.
this is Dungeons and Dragons, and in Dungeons and Dragons, we know exactly how to take care of a troll.
We slay
We
it.
burn them alive.
No, but you can troll us all you like. We don't care. Ah!
We'll do
Or
as
we
we please, and we
like-
do. We'll do as we please, and we please what we do. So, with that, everybody.
Fired.
With that, everybody. That is Pocket Dice. We're out. Have a good night.
Goodbye.
Bye, Felicia.
Goodbye.
That was
Oh,
good.
God.
I call that successful.
That was about as successful as it could be.